vivo, Gibor presenta El Picador contra El Nerdo Loco, The International Phenomenon. Ataca the show!
Little heartbreaker, look at you! Reaching into chest cavities and ripping hearts apart.
Willing things to happen.
Welcome to Attack of the Show, everybody. TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira. Good to see you. Thank you.
On the show today, journalism hits a speed bump and a lot of face paint with Juggalo News. Insane clowns will bring you headlines and around the net.
Yeah, all right.
And then Weston Scott, the manliest man around, is the Miyagi of lethal defense. Today, he's the Willman driving us away from gunfire, and just for good measure, he'll jump out of a car at 30 miles per hour. He's the hardest working person at G4.
Really? I think it's a course that all Toyota owners should definitely take. And then, friend of cameras and friend of the show, Chris Hardwick is at the world's largest camera convention. It's not a convention for the world's largest camera. I'm saying there's multiple cameras at the convention. We're actually going to hear what he found, including an indestructible Sony camera. You can't break it. That's it. Good for recycling. Then I'm actually going to cast a spell, and that spell will summon Felicia Day for 1d8 minutes. She'll be here live to talk about her show, The Guild. I'm going to get in trouble.
Dozens of videos enter,
But only 5 are around the net. Kicking things off today, we head to Canada. It's a video clip, but it's not one of those pricey Olympic clips, because we can't afford that crap.
And this is actually a video of a strange passenger on the Toronto subway system.
Yes. Now, public transportation videos can only be, I think, one of two things. You either have strangers punching each other stupid, right?
Yes.
Or you have a hobo masturbating with some discarded food.
Yeah. That's our subways. Ha! Canadian mass transit. A little different.
Pardon me. That's the best. I wish he had a little newspaper tucked under his little pigeon wing. Pardon me. If that were an American bird, though, it would have crapped before it got off the train. So that's the difference.
Oh, and then it would have tried to sell you its awful demo CD wrap.
Oh.
What do you do when they do that? Do you take it?
No, I don't. I run in fear because it's... Not that I want to hear your crappy rap music, whether it's on the promenade or on the subway, but when you go to put those janky, disgusting, dripping gelatinous goo headphones that you put on every passerby on my head, like, yo, check out my demo, check out... No, iTunes. Thanks, buddy. We're good.
Once you make it onto iTunes, I might buy it.
Yeah, that's...
Probably then not.
No, I won't, actually. Coming in at number 4 today, so I just torrent everything, whatever. They don't get that when you say it. So coming in at, what are we, number 4 today? Yes, it's the new spin on the utterly crappy news clowns that are a staple of cable television. Exhibit A would be Glenn Beck. Exhibit B would probably be Larry King, I guess.
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
And now, Scott Gardner is trying to capitalize on the popularity of those buffoons by launching a niche news channel that we're hoping shuts down all the Situation Rooms forever. Hey, Juggalos, come get your ninja news, bitches!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Juggalo News, the only news source specifically for fans of Insane Clown Posse. I'm Crazy Thug Nuts. With the Obama administration struggling to pass health care and campaign finance legislation, what do they need to do to smoke the Republicans' asses? Joining us now from Cave in Rock, Illinois, frequent Juggalo News contributor, Murder Bitch.
Good to be here.
And from Washington, noted serial killer and author, Fats Cock Strangler.
What up?
Now, Fats, during the campaign, Obama promised mad reform up in this bitch. What is preventing him from bringing the mayhem?
Well, we're in a wicked divisive political climate right now. We're in a recession, 2 wars. No president has inherited this much since FD Mother R.
But the Republicans understandably have beef with him because he'd be running up in their...
I'd like to read something here. This is a statement made by Crunt in the latest issue of Thugs Week. Quote, Obama thinks he on some dark carnival, but he a netting hole for real. He best step the off before he gets smacked in the nug.
They're my most trusted news source, for sure. Juggalo News was just posted yesterday, but juggalos in very wide office chairs everywhere are already very, very excited for this.
You guys seem shocked. Don't take our word for it. Here's actually a large man in a clown face named Crunt.
There's this kid, Scott yonder. He thinks he can talk to us and talk all he thinks he knows us, making fun, puns, all that stuff. He doesn't know psychopathic, straight, dirty clown love, straight, dirty clown. What? Clown Scott Gardner thinks he can talk to us and give us all this nut jive. He doesn't realize where we're coming from. We're gonna take this axe and we're gonna kiss him. We're gonna put our tongues in his mouth and then flick him and then tease him and then we're gonna be friends.
That's how I make most of my friends too, but I just didn't know that the juggalos... Is that what Horatio Sanz is up to these days? Because it kind of looks...
Horatio's lost weight. That's not Horatio.
He's a cute little plastic axe, though. Nice. Hey, good luck with your new fan, Scott. Have fun.
Hey, I just want to say, honestly, don't sweat it, because Katie Couric actually got the same messages when she started. So,
yeah.
You know, one day.
She was just happy to get messages. No more. No one cares, Katie.
Aww.
And at number 3 today
what did Katie and Horatio do to you?
What? No, Horatio didn't do anything. Katie killed the news. I've never seen that. I have no idea. I could care less. And at number 3 today is an unbelievable new music video from the band Final Placement. Final Placement fans in the house, huh? You've been there. They rocked the Warped Tour, man. They crushed it. Woo! Crowd surfing and throwing skateboard decks and... Yeah!
Well, that's dangerous to throw a skateboard.
Well, if you see their performance, you're going to understand that the crowd just can't help but get amped up for them. They are just... Yeah.
Well, yes. Because after you watch this performance of their song, Shine, we're just going to tell you that we guarantee, money-back guarantee, that you will have a newfound appreciation for the finer points of what we like to call musicianship.
There are times when we all fall down. It's off the ground. Put your whole heart on what you do, but still feel you never get through. Your life, your time, you'll be alright. You're gonna shine. Second chance when you make. Don't give up, don't fly away.
Watch out for skateboard decks. I told you, they're getting crazy in here.
I have a question. Was that a music video or Gitmo interrogation footage?
Come on. Actually, I think their music
I'm not quite sure.
Their music is really quite challenging in its genius.
What?
No, hear me out, because it forces the listener to question why they've only been listening to songs with, pleasant harmonies or consistent key and...
What are you doing?
I can't do it. They're awful. They're awful. But we've all been in that band. Like, if you're a musician, you've been in that band. You just hopefully weren't dumb enough to post it on the internet.
But what were they in? What was the symbolism behind the tiny person in the large room? Like, did you see that when he's like kind of miniaturized?
I think you shoot wherever mom will let you after school. Like, we got a big warehouse. I'm sorry, only 5'4", Doug. Get in there and play the bass.
I think the only realm that music works is like in Christian rock. Like, they get away with that kind of stuff.
What? Yeah,
like guys like walking on the street.
Right. That's the guy that's trying to sell you a CD on the subway, too. No, this is my new band. We're like Jars of Clay, but even worse. No.
We're bowls of clay. Oh, that was a bad joke. Can we laugh?
No, I kind of liked it, though. Because we're not a jar, we're a bowl. So that's right. Just a couple of kids make a TV.
No, don't put on. Don't. You just made fun of those guys putting stuff out there.
What are you talking about? That was an epic theme song.
Say it
Put some
again?
music to it. Just a couple of kids, and we're making TV. And someone put a little jingle behind that, put it on the YouTubes, and I guarantee it'll be on the show tomorrow.
Okay.
I shouldn't have done that.
Coming in at number 2 today is a new episode of the only podcast that actually gets underneath the seedy underbelly of the interweb. It's called the Smut Game.
Yeah. Smut Game. They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, unless it's copyright infringement, in which case it's very, very illegal.
Yes. You dodged a lawsuit on this one, Spelunker.
Smut Cave, Smut Cave,
Smuttack of the Cave.
Yo, what's up, Poland? This is your boy Spelunker. We're coming at you again with Smuttack of the Cave.
And I'm Crazy Emily.
And today we're going to be hitting you up with our top 5 hits.
Looks like your number one clip is Rube Nutbird.
Yes, Rube Nutberg. This is a personal favorite of mine.
Oh! Rube Nutberg!
Well, I think that will about do it right there. Back to you, Satan.
Nailed it.
I love the phone.
The dangling phone is the best part. I
That's awesome.
hate these things.
And so do they.
Yeah, exactly. Not shown in their version. It actually was their version of Chris Hardwick. I think.
Really?
Yeah, they left that out.
I think I saw the extended version, and their version of Chris Hardwick is actually a bum who lives in the alley behind the cave. He actually reviews malt liquors. And, but funny, he writes for Wired too.
Oh, weird.
So that's a similarity.
That's good to know. Hey, still ahead, the world's tightest pants leave nothing to the imagination.
Seriously, nothing. We're just two kids trying to make TV.
Was that how the song went?
No.
Someday we'll get paid for this. Hello, and welcome back to the fourth best place to cram things, the pornhole. I'm your host, the Cave Diver, and joining me today is the lovely and unpredictable, unstable Olivia. How's it going, unstable Olivia?
I saw a dog this morning and told me who to vote for. Pat Buchanan!
Today on the Pornhole, we're excited and delighted to bring you one of the most titillating videos on the entire disgusting internet.
Yeah, it's tight pants at a gas station. And when you watch it, you'll probably notice that the gas tank is the only thing that's filling up. Pants!
The lady wearing the pants obviously deserves a lot of credit here, but my tip of the old pornhole hat goes to the fine gentleman who taped her without her knowledge. That's true creepiness. And we commend it.
We did it!
Someday we'll get paid for this.
What?
If somebody tried to take you out while you're in your car, could you defend yourself? Here at CRI, Counterterrorism Training School, they show you how to defend yourself in and out of the car. So, Durant, CRI usually is hand-to-hand combat and survival training, but today we're going to be doing something different.
Today we're going to cover the offensive and combative driving. We're going to teach you how to use the vehicle as a tool, as a weapon, both for offense and defense. This exercise is meant to condition you to continue drive and ignore temporary pain. I'm going to hold the shock knife and cut you to simulate gunshot and enormous pressure around you. You're going to have to maintain your cool, and you're going to have to maneuver the car between the concourse until you're out of danger.
Ready, guys? Here we go.
Oh my God, they're shooting at us! They're shooting at us! What's going on here? What's going on here? Come on, come on, come on! Oh, take us out of here! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh, man! Oh my God, it's going here! Come on! Oh, bullets in the car! Bullets in the car! Come on, come on!
That was no easy task whatsoever. I'm still tense. I don't think the blood has gone back to my hands yet from squeezing the steering wheel so hard.
Because you did not flinch, you were under enormous pain. Accidentally you put the car in neutral and immediately you realize you lost power and you put it back in drive. This is the recipe for survival. Okay, the next scenario, you're actually going to go and ram another vehicle that tried to block your way in a deceptive manner. This is a typical kidnapping, carjacking, ambush, assassination scenario that happened for real. Most people freeze and they fall victim. You're going to learn how to go and instead of being a victim, use your vehicle again as a weapon.
Usually it's either hand-to-hand, guns or knives. This time, this big old caddy is going to be my weapon.
When faced with a life-or-death situation where a vehicle is blocking your path, don't freeze up. Assess the situation. Identify an escape route. Respond by ramming the front or rear of the vehicle. This should angle it out of the way.
Go, 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 go! Go, go, go! In any car, when you ram a static object, you will feel very little impact. On the other hand, on the other vehicle, you're going to suffer severe damage. In this scenario, you're going to have to jump from a moving vehicle. After you've been kidnapped, we're going to duct tape you, and you're going to have this gun straight at your head.
All right, first step, come to a slight fetal position. When you're jumping out the moving vehicle, you want to pay attention to our feet being close together, and they're going to come flat onto the ground. When you're ready to jump out the vehicle, especially again, timing is key. Now, the momentum of the vehicle will be directing you outward as soon as you go out, so you'll be rolling. Then you're going to get right back up and run the other direction.
So guys, I actually might get hurt on this one, so wish me luck.
Okay, take you to the warehouse. Come on. We're going to blow out of the Stop the car.
That was our first one, and I screwed up majorly. I didn't follow the procedures. I was really hyped up. Disarmed the gun. That went okay. Shot the guy inside, my captors. But when it came time to jumping, I didn't listen. I put my feet out. They dragged. They hit the ground, and I went tumbling like a freaking just a rock down a hill. We're going to try it again, though. I can't say that's the smartest thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. Well, for once here at CRI, I didn't use my hands as a weapon. I used my vehicle. And, you know, looking at all this damage, I would say it's a good day of training.
Wow. I was pissy because I had to put on a jumpsuit to the cornhole segment. Like, really? Well, you know, they say that, you know, the best thing about jumping out of a moving car is that if you don't, you know, you succeed at first, you have to try again. It's like one of those things, you know, like...
Wait, I'm sorry. How do you get back in your car if it's moving?
Don't worry about it. It's one of those things where it's like, get back in it and try again.
Okay, that just doesn't answer the question. How do you get back into a moving car?
Still ahead, everybody. Happy DV Tuesday. Yeah. Chris Corbutt presents. Yes, The Informant and the Clint Eastwood box set that spans 18 discs and 35 gruff and violent years.
And then today's trend number is for guys that could use a new watch. Complex magazine has recommendations for you.
And later, the lovely Felicia Day from the Guild will be here live in studio to talk about who she's trying to bang in Mexico. Let's stick around.
This guy's trying to rescue his friend with the help of this ladder. What happens next? Does the ladder tip over? Does his friend push over the ladder? Or does he slip and fall to the ground? Find out when we return. This guy's trying to rescue his friend with the help of this ladder. What happens next? Does the ladder tip over? Does this friend push over the ladder? Or does he slip and fall to the ground? Now that is a true friend.
Everybody, we are live!
And Allison Hayslip has a bevy of consumer news for us.
I do. Thanks, guys. All right, let's start the feed. It is Tuesday, February 23rd, and here are your top stories. Film fans are about to get a chance to put their money where their mouth is. The Hollywood Stock Exchange, which has allowed users to buy and sell virtual shares in movies and movie stars since 1998, has announced plans to launch a new commodity exchange funded by cold, hard cash. The new site will allow investors to use real money to buy and trade shares in upcoming and current releases, with each share valued at 1/1,000,000th of the film's projected gross. So one share of Avatar would currently sell for $2,500 US. Yeah, the new site is scheduled to launch on April 20th of this year. That's 420. No one's going to remember it's launching. If you've ever thought about trading in your used video games for store credit, now is the time, people. GameStop is currently offering 50% more trade-in credit than usual, which means that a used copy of Mass Effect 2 for the Xbox 360 will score you about $52 in store credit. And if you have a GameStop Edge card, you'll actually get another 10% above the normal trade-in value. Now, we promise this isn't some weird ad for GameStop. It's just a really good deal for gamers who want to get rid of their used games. The promotion runs until March 14th, so get out there, people. Now, Amazon is the most trusted brand in America. A new study by market research firm Millward Brown revealed that the online retailer snagged the #1 slot in its just-released top 10 most trusted list. The company asked consumers questions that included, would you recommend this brand, and how trustworthy is this brand? And while Amazon is #1, FedEx clocked in at #2, followed by Downy at #3. And ironically, Toyota was #7 on the list, but that's probably because the survey was conducted before the company's latest round of recalls. And finally, if you're wondering why Twitter's #1 trending topic isn't Justin Bieber, but it's pancakes, wonder no more. Today is National Pancake Day. Yay! And that means that IHOP's popular free buttermilk pancake promotion is back. Today, customers can get a free short stack of pancakes with a suggested donation to the Children's Miracle Network. Last year, IHOP served over 2.5 million free pancakes, and so far the free pancake promotion has raised over $5 million for charity over the past 5 years. The whole thing ends at 10 p.m. tonight, so run! Go get your pancakes, people! You got till 10! Pancakes for dinner are totally fine. I'm for it. All right, I'm Allison Hayslip, and you've just been fed. Let's go back to Kevin and Olivia.
Thanks, Allison.
Do you really want pancakes?
When a woman loves her IHOP, the woman loves her IHOP.
Don't say pannenkoeken to Kevin. We walked out of the pannenkoeken in Amsterdam. The boy's penis was hard.
What?
Whoa! We just had pancakes, and I'm like, Kevin, what is going on? He's like,
we had pancakes!
He's like,
yeah.
I like pancakes. When you say pancakes to this man, that's what happens.
It's Pavlovian.
Look at Allison screaming pancakes.
Blood rush. We sent Chris Hardwick to the world's largest camera convention in Anaheim to actually see the future of photography.
And test out an indestructible Sony camera.
Oh.
Cameras, Anaheim, lots of stuff for you to spend your every dime. ISO, face detection, giving me a camera-induced direction. PMA 2010, come on. The Photo Marketing Association is a worldwide organization that for 82 years has gathered to unveil the latest trends in photography. And today, over 350 exhibitors in attendance show off the latest in cameras and accessories. What I like about this is that this is like Disneyland for nerds.
This is really the show in North America and around the world where cameras are introduced.
You know, we throw around megapixels. Does it even matter anymore?
No, really a lot of the technology is kind of taken out of it and more of the enjoyment of photography is built back into it. Because really, the features that are making cameras more fun and accessible are, for example, waterproof is very big this year. Stylish cameras are very big this year. It's really a playground for people interested in photography.
I'm here at the Samsung booth, as you may well figure by the sign that says Samsung. This is the TL350. It's got a 5x optical zoom. You can shoot 30 frames per second at 1080p and then 60 frames per second at 720p. You can actually shoot 10 full-size images in 1 second, which is enormous. It's got the 24mm wide Schneider-Kreuznach lens. All you steampunk kids out there might appreciate this. Analog gauges right here for your memory and your battery. That's pretty badass looking right there. Comes out in the spring. It's going to be about $350, so that's a TL350. Next camera is the Sony Tx5. Uh-oh, in the water. This camera is waterproof, shockproof, dustproof, iceproof. You know, for your ice block in your house, and you're like, why do I keep setting things on that ice block? The camera is freezing right now when I pick it up, but it still works just fine. You can shoot HD video in 720p. It has an intelligent sweep panorama for your panoramic shots. And then also, my favorite feature is a backlight correction. So how many times you're shooting, you're like, oh, the sun just ruined our pictures. Nice try, son. You're not going to do it with this camera. Tx5, it's about $350. It'll be out in April. This is the Olympus EPL1, and what's awesome about this camera is that it's the Micro Four Thirds format. Olympus and Panasonic got together because they wanted to create a DSLR experience in a really small, lightweight camera. The lens pops off really easily, so you can see in there, you've got the big image sensor right there for great, amazing pictures. Live Guide is probably my favorite feature on the camera. You can play with focus, you can play with color saturation, you can play with blurring, and then it gives you a preview of what that's going to look like before you actually take the picture. And then also, you got a little pop-up flash. Available in March, only a couple weeks away, right around the corner, $599, which is a great price. Sure, I like all the features, Chris, you're saying, but I don't know if I'm such a fan of the color champagne, which this camera is. Well, you can also get it in black and slate blue, so why don't you shut up about it? Well, that's it for me from the Anaheim Convention Center at the PMAs. You know, I think I might actually stop being lazy and not use my iPhone anymore for a camera. Good times. I'll see you next year at Vegas, PMAs 2011. Fun stuff.
Hey, Chris Hardwick, everybody. If only he were here, right? Oh, hey, look, everybody, it's Chris Hardwick. Hey, Chris. Good news, everybody. Web Soup is back with new episodes on March 3rd with me, the talented web video presenter known as Chris Hardwick. Oh, that's great, Chris. That's really awesome.
That is the worst impression ever. You're a horrible at impression.
I thought it was pretty great, to be honest.
No, it's actually pretty bad. It was probably the worst.
What are you doing?
I was telling people to check out g4tv.com/
What are you doing?
/web soup.
This is the worst impression ever.
I think your impression's great, Kevin! And I think
that is awesome!
I think you're totally sexy!
Awesome! I wasn't defending you. That doesn't even sound like me.
I still think you're totally hot, Kevin! Shut up, whore. DV Tuesday.
Whore, huh? Welcome back, film expert Chris Gore. Hey, Chris.
Thank you.
You would never call me a whore to my face.
No.
So what are we looking at first?
We're looking at The Informant.
Yes, it's interesting that Steve Soderbergh, I call him Steve, some people call him Steven, we're friends, made this dramatic story about a corporate whistleblower into a comedy. Matt got rave, again, Matt, because we're tight, got rave reviews on it. So, but do you think it works as a comedy?
It totally works as a comedy, but it's definitely the tone of it is not what you would expect, especially since it's populated by a lot of really great comedians. I mean, appearances by Patton Oswalt, Paul F. Tompkins, Joel McHale.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's once you get into it, because the whole thing is it's all about Matt Damon and his hair and this goofy mustache.
Yeah, and the weight that he put on for that, too.
Yes.
Now,
drank a lot of milkshakes.
So what extras do we get?
Well, there's deleted scenes, and there's also a commentary track. Steven Soderbergh, I'm telling you, if there's an Oscar for best commentary track, Soderbergh would win it every year. He's so good at telling great filmmaking stories, but also anecdotes. He's funny. He always brings on the screenwriter and starts it off with, and now another episode of two white guys talking about movies.
Oh.
So he's got a great sense of humor.
He starts every one like that?
Every commentary, yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I like that.
What's the bottom line?
Bottom line is rent it. It's hilarious.
But it's not a movie you'd watch over and over?
Not a movie you'd watch over and over. You would think, but it's not like the Hangover comedy, where you'd watch it over and over, forget about it, drink, watch it again, drink, forget it, keep watching it.
Yes. Tuesday nights?
Well, for Hangover, that's perfect. It goes with the theme.
That's true. So what's our next DVD?
Next DVD is The Box.
Okay, now, director Richard Kelly made a big splash with Donnie Darko and then lost it with Southland Tales. Does this new film redeem him?
I don't think so.
I think so. It's always bad when you start with a and then you talk high pitch. No. So is it worth talking about any features that might stand out?
Yeah, not really.
Man,
I mean, there's not
even
really-
the previews, I was like, I don't.
It's kind of laughable because Richard Matheson wrote the short story that
What
the
is
film
it
is
about?
based
It's like
on.
if you
It
make
would make
the
a great
wishes?
Twilight Zone.
But you make wishes and somebody else will die.
Well, no.
don't
If
care.
you push this button,
Make the wishes.
someone you don't know is going to die, but you get $1 million. But what's hilarious
Only
in
$1 million?
it? Yeah, only $1 million. Well, it's exactly. But it's hilarious.
Well, for
from
like
the
to kill
standpoint-
somebody, guys, come on.
Right, but Cameron Diaz in it, she is missing the front part of her foot because her brother dropped a weight on it when she was a kid.
Wait, is this for real?
Yes.
Like Cameron Diaz really has no front foot?
In the movie, in the
Oh.
fiction of the movie, I know.
Wow,
I
that's
know.
not even-
You were hoping
No,
for a
but
moment.
why do you say Cameron Diaz's character? You're like Cameron Diaz.
Cameron
has-
Diaz is-
I thought
exactly.
that was on the features. So I got to see her
no,
freakish
not the
foot.
features. Not the
No.
features.
Never mind.
No.
So what's the bottom line? If there's no real freakish foot I get to stare at.
Bottom line is pass. Pass. I'm
If
sorry,
Cameron
fellas.
Diaz loses the front of her foot, I will buy every DVD she's ever in.
That's the funniest part of the movie.
Oh, okay. We can watch it online then. So what else do you have for us today?
Oh, we have the Clint Eastwood 35 films, 35 years at Warner Brothers.
This thing is massive. This box set is the biggest box
Right.
set ever released, dedicated to a single person.
Yes.
Now, if you're a fan of Clint Eastwood, and you should be, do you think this is worth checking out? I have to have
It's amazing. It comes with a great book here, and also it's all of his movies from Warner Brothers. It's everything
love
from
that.
Dirty Harry to Gran Torino,
No,
a
but
personal
it's
favorite
just
of mine.
regular DVDs, no, not blue.
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
yeah. Well, unfortunately, I mean that is the unfortunate thing. It's all standard def stuff. I was hoping for at least Super Bit.
Oh.
That was a DVD joke.
Oh, yeah.
Which I knew would bomb. Ha ha.
Super bits.
Exactly. Kevin remembers.
Wait, I wonder if Chris
It's a precursor
Hardwick. I
to
wonder if
Blu-ray.
Chris Hardwick thought that was funny. Do you think Chris Hardwick thought that was funny at all?
I'm still laughing.
Hardwick knows what I'm talking about. Super Bit, not Blu-ray. Okay,
Okay,
forget
so
it.
any extras that we should know that come in this, or they just
I mean,
movies?
all the individual extras that are on the DVD, but also it comes with
love
a
this. How much is it?
documentary. It's like $130.
That's not
But
bad.
35 movies.
So what's the? I know, 100.
Yeah.
You can get it anywhere right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, anywhere, sure.
So what's
At
the-
the stores that sell DVDs and, of course, online.
Good. So what's the bottom line?
Bottom line is
Gotta be
buy this,
Oh,
but do
I want
yourself
it.
a favor. Buy, even though it's in standard def, but upgrade and then re-gift this to dad
This
later.
just came out.
Yeah, that's what I always do.
This just came out. I'm totally
My
gonna go-
family's always getting
Wait,
me
is
the
this, is this
standard
yours,
def.
or do I get? Is this mine to take?
You can borrow it.
I don't want to. I
You
want
can
to
borrow
have,
it.
I want to
But
have
you have
it.
to sign. I always make people sign something when they borrow DVDs.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in
Because
my
I
life.
learned
I
from
want some.
Kevin. That's
Oh,
why.
really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. When you borrow my DVDs, it takes you so long
Oh
to return them.
yeah, I don't give those back.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't.
Well, thank
those
you,
Oscar
thank you,
screeners
Chris,
back, I'm
for
in
more
trouble.
gore. Follow
Thanks.
him
Thanks, I
on Twitter
appreciate
at @ChrisGore. You don't have to get scared and run away. I'm just stopping you from talking because we got to move on. Is that Chris or Kevin over there? It's Olivia.
This is going to get me into trouble. Hey, stay tuned. Felicia Day from the Guild is going to join us live in studio to tell us all about her sexual exploits in Mass Effect. But first, we checked in with our friends at Complex Magazine who want to sell you a watch. If you're constantly pulling out your iPhone to check the time, then maybe you need to invest in a new watch and gain a few bonus points towards your next charisma roll. Digital watches are great accessories if you need an accurate and easy-to-read timepiece. For those opting for stealthy, ninja-like sophistication, then you'll want to pick up Nixon's Metal Atom watch. This simplistic timepiece has a large square face and backlight, so you can easily read the day, date, and time. The Atom is water-resistant and comes with a stainless steel flex design band. There's no alarm, but that would only slow a ninja like yourself down. So go on and equip one of these watches for $130. If you're looking for something a bit more new age digital, then check out Nuka's Zoo Aluminum Night Digital Watch. This watch's face breaks down the hours, minutes, and seconds for you with its specialized Zot display. And it has an alarm and stopwatch chronometer, making sure you won't miss an important date. It's no robotic sidekick, but at least it won't scare away the ladies at the bars. The Zoo Aluminum Night is available for $195. If you're looking for an accessory with sophistication and grown-up appeal, then forego the tech and go analog. You need a watch with a big face and eye-catching details, such as U-Boat's Flight Deck Cab series. These watches were originally created for the Italian Navy and were designed to be read at any time under all types of conditions. Built within a steel case,
The U-boat cab sports an automatic chronograph and a black calf leather strap, which adds a touch of elegance to the durability. But style comes with a price. You can sport this U-boat starting at $3,300. Go ahead, give your wrist a much-needed upgrade. And for more info on watches, head on over to complex.com. The feed is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Call Geico at 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com.
Wrong tonight. But we'll come again.
Takenburg. Attacken Spezialbier. All right, so as it turns out, being in a guild isn't all cosplay, Mountain Dew, and Doritos. Who knew?
Man, it felt good to be back together again. I think being in a guild satisfies one of my secret wishes. To be in a gang. I mean, I know they do bad things associated with gang-like activity, but it's kind of cool to have that exclusive connection with other people. We could invent secret handshakes, wear matching outfits, meeting for brunch at the hideout. That sounds more like a book club. Upshot is, those dudes were going down.
Wandering peace sign. Joining me now, Felicia Day, everybody! Okay, let's get right into this. Time is of the essence. The Guild Season 3.
Yes.
Out on the digital versatile disc now.
Yes.
Love what you do with the Guild. Love the gilding.
Thank you.
Season 3 ends how, Felicia?
There's a little bit of a,
Are you in bed with Will Wheaton at the end of Season 3, Felicia?
Wow. That might have happened.
Felicia, did you sleep with Will Wheaton?
We don't know the details. We don't know the details.
With Will?
Whore!
She slept with Will Wheaton.
Wow.
I knew this was going to happen. I'm sorry. I just have to. I just can't believe you did that to me. I mean, I'm out of the running now, so all right. There you go. Wheaton! Well, congrats on Season 3.
You had sex with Keyboard Cat?
Is how he ends it. He just puts the paws are on the pillow and he looks away. That's it.
Poor cat.
Yeah, poor me too.
Yeah.
You are releasing the DVD exclusively through something called Createspace.
Yes.
What is Createspace?
It's Amazon service.
Okay.
And what I like about it is it cuts out the middleman. So basically, and I like doing that. You can base it if you're a filmmaker or an author or a musician. You don't have to actually go through a big corporation to release a DVD or a CD or a book. You can actually have it be print on demand. So you don't have to you
just digitally send them all your materials, and boom, you get your DVD
You get
back.
it, and if somebody orders it, they print it and they send it to you. So for Season 1 of the Guild, we actually ordered 1,000 DVDs, and I packaged them in my kitchen individually.
Yeah, that's not the route you want to go at this point.
This is the best step up, and it's just great for independent creators. I think it really, I think it's really innovative.
No, it's great that it's out there and that you can do that, and now your kitchen's free. So
Yes.
that's good. You can move around.
Yes, exactly.
And the Guild, you're branching out as well. We were just chatting before the show, and you mentioned that you wrote the next few series of the comic.
Yes. So in the fall, I took a detour, and I wrote 3 issues of the Guild for Dark Horse Comics. It was definitely a learning experience to write a comic book, but I think it really came out really well.
Does it follow the same storylines of the series, or
No, I wanted to make sure that it didn't interfere with the web series storyline. So actually, it's an origin story. It's the story of how Codex, or Sid, gets into the game and becomes Codex.
Okay.
Yeah, my editor said, hey, this is kind of a love letter to video games, in a sense, and it is.
Well, with everything going on, do you still get a chance to actually play video games these days?
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of time, but I took some research time earlier this year.
All right.
It's tax deductible for me, which is the best.
The IRS doesn't watch Attack of the Show, though. It's okay. You don't have to by the way, those clothes were wardrobe, and it's
I hope they could. Anyway,
they could.
So I did get my priest to 80 on World of Warcraft.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Leveling a priest is not the easiest thing to do, so I did that, and she's a burly dwarf lady.
Of course she is.
Yes.
Boy, that's sexy.
Exactly. And then lately I've been really obsessed with Mass Effect too. So.
Oh, are you? Wait, now define obsessed, because I spent like months, and everybody that followed me on Twitter knew, or at least weeks, trying to bang Miranda. That was my
Oh, well, you played a
obsession.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think as a girl I can bang Miranda. I've tried. I've done everything to entice her.
Did you show her your space fish collection? Or?
No, I did buy those though. I basically did want to get into everybody's pants. I'm really obsessed with Thane. I don't know, his little lizard face is kind of hot for some reason. Jacob's too broody for me. And then Kelly, my assistant, is really forward. She's a cheeky lass.
Well, all she has to do is tell you that, oh, you have a new message. Great. Want to bang? Cool.
Yes.
Let's go. And she feeds your fish, so that's nice.
Yeah, she
have you successfully bedded anyone in the Mass Effect universe?
I'm very close to Thane. I got to do his loyalty. I'm very close. I don't know what kind of appendages a lizard man has, but...
Well, you must tweet and let the universe know when you find out, please.
I will.
All right, awesome. Felicia Day, everybody. Thank you for coming on again. Always a pleasure to have you. You guys, the third season is available on DVD today exclusively from Amazon, so check it out there right now. We're going over to Mon.
Thanks, guys. Hey, Felicia. Hey. Hey, Kev.
Hey.
Still ahead, today's epic fail is a wind-powered wedding catastrophe. And probably not in the way you're thinking. That's coming up right after It's time for today's epic fail.
Yes, if you ever get married in front of a windmill, just resist the urge to climb it.
Yeah, exactly. What am I gonna do? Hang
Let's just hope that guy is not like an avid mini golfer. I mean, he's in for a world of hurt.
I feel horrible having to say this, but fail him. Thanks to our guests, Manu Weissy, Felicia Day, and Chris Moore.
We'll see you later, everybody. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.